We continue now at the top of Daf Memches Amud Aleph and Meseches Yoma. This is Yoma Daf 48a. Gemara here says Rav Papa. This is another question from Rav Papa. Rav Papa asks as follows: Dovke lekometz bedofnei demona. A person attaches the kometz of a carbon mincha on the walls of the kli. What's the halacha toch kli ba'inan va'ika? Do you need it to be in the kli? And it is in the kli. Odilma, or maybe hanacha besocho kesikno ba'inan. You need it to be placed into the kli in the normal fashion. V'haleka, you do not have that. Take with the Gemara again leaves this as a question. Rashi over here says, Davke lekomitz bedofnei damana kaimelon b'Meseches Menachos. We establish in Meseches Menachos sha'kometz ta'un matan kli, that when you take the kamitza, when you take the fistful of the carbon mincha, you got to put it into a kli. V'kometz mitoch kli zeh u'mekachel asoch kli acher. You take the fistful out of one kli and you put it into another kli. So the question is, what if you don't put it into the bottom of the kli? Instead, you put it against the walls of the kli and you attach it. Is that going to be okay? And the Gemara continues, Boy Mar Bar Ravashi. Mar Bar Ravashi asks, Afche lemona. Let's say you turn the kli upside down. V'davke lekometz barise, and then you stick the kometz on the floor of the kli, which is now upside down. Barise demona, on the floor of the kli. What's the halacha? Hanacha besocha be'inan. Do you need to place it inside it? Va'ika, and it is in fact placed inside there. Odilma, or maybe hanacha ketikno be'inan. You need to place it in there properly in the normal fashion. V'leka, that you don't have. Again, the Gemara says teku. Let this remain as a question. And the Gemara continues. Boy, Rav Papa asks the following question: Melochafnav she'amru, when they talk about taking the handfuls of the ketores by the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur, mechukos o gedushos. Is it mechukos meaning it's smoothed over, it's low, or gedushos means it's a heaping handful? The Gemara says, Amar le Rabbi Abba le Ravashi. Rabbi Abba said to Ravashi, Tashma, come in here the following proof. It says, Melo chafnav she'amru, when we talk about taking the handfuls, lo mechukos velo gedushos, it's not smoothed over, and it's not heaping, ela tefufos, it's a little bit of a mound. Rashi over here says, tefufos loshen dover tsof begovamat, it has a little bit of height, it floats a little, kemo al dat taf dat fuch. So the idea is, again, it's not heaping, but it's not exactly smooth either. There is a little bit of a mound that you're taking in this handful. And the Gemara continues, Tanan Hasam, we learned in a Mishnah over there. This is a Mishnah in Meseches Vachim. The Mishnah says, Nishbach Hadam al Haritzba. Let's say the blood, when you slaughter an animal as a carbon, the blood, instead of going into a kli, it goes straight to the floor. V'yasva, when you gather it up, puzzle, it is puzzle. In other words, the idea is, you have to shecht it, you have to makabel the blood in a kli. Another Mishnah in Zvachim says, Min hakli ala ritzba. Let's say you receive it properly in a kli, and then it spills on the floor, v'yasva, and then you gather it up, kosher, that's fine, it's not a problem. The Gemara says, Minohani mili, how do you know this is the case? The Tanur Rabbanan, as the rabbis taught, v'lokach midam hapar. The pasuk says you take from the blood of the bull. So the Brisa Darshans, midam hanefesh, v'lo midam haor, v'lo midam hatamtzis. You have to take from the blood of the soul of the animal, meaning the part that spurts out because you're killing the animal, because of the shechita, not from the blood that comes from the skin, just cutting the skin and getting the blood. That's not the blood we're talking about, and not the dam hatamtzis. The dam hatamtzis is if you squeeze blood after, it's not the initial spurt of blood from the shechita. That also is not what we're talking about. So the specific kind of blood is we want the blood of the shechita that spurts out when you do the shechita. And then we darshan midam hapar. How do you darshan midam hapar? Dam mei hapar yikablenu. You have to receive the blood directly from the bull. So you take midam hapar and you put the mem and make it dam mei hapar. You move the mem to the word hapar. Now, if you want to say midam hapar, midam vafilu mixas dam, maybe you'll say sometimes mem means even if you take part of the blood, you don't need all of it. Midam hapar, take some of the blood. If you think that's what it means, it's not true. V'amar Rav Yehuda, but Rav Yehuda said, "Makabel tzarich sheikabel is kol damo shel par." The person who is receiving the blood needs to receive all of the blood. Shenamar, like the pasuk says, "V'as kol dam hapar yishpoch al yisod mizbeach." All the blood of the bull is poured to the foundation of the mizbeach. Elashma mina. Rather, you see from this, my midam hapar. How do you understand the phrase midam hapar? It means dam mei hapar yikablenu. You have to receive the blood directly from the bull. V'kasavar gorin umosifin v'darshan. This brisa holds that you can take a letter out of one word and add it to another word in order to do a drasha. And Rashi over here says, Minohani mili. How do you know this? Devoinan sheyered mitzavar behema lakli. How do you know? Again, you have to collect the blood directly in a kli from the neck of the animal. Midam hanefesh dam kiluach shanefesh yotzebo refers to the blood that spurts out, that the soul departs the animal when that blood leaves the animal. And finally, gorin os mitevazu. You can take away a letter from one word, umosifan al tevazu v'darshan. You add it to the other word, and then you make the drasha. And the Gemara continues. Boy, Rav Papa asks another question. Nispazer hakatoras mimalo chafnav. Let's say the handfuls of the katoras in the person's hand, they scatter onto the floor. Mahu, what's the halacha? Yado Do we say that the person's hand is similar to the neck of the animal? When the blood goes from the neck of the animal right to the floor, it's too late. That's it. It's puzzle. Same thing over here. If it falls out of the Kohen Gadol's hands onto the floor, it's going to be puzzle. Oh, Dilmor, maybe kechlishares dummy. Maybe the hands of the Kohen Gadol are like the klishares. And we said that if the blood, as long as it goes into a kli, even if it spills out of that kli, it's still okay because it was received properly in the kli. So therefore, the same thing with the hands of the Kohen Gadol. V'lo and it would not be puzzle. It wouldn't be a problem. And the Gemara says, Teku, we'll leave this as a question. Gemara continues, Boy, Rav Papa asks another question. What if a person has a pasal machshava? The Kohen Gadol has a pasal machshava when he's taking the handfuls of the ketores. Mia amrina, and do we say yolif melo mi mincha? Do we learn out of gzer shava melo, similar gzer shava we made before from karban mincha? Ma hasam, just like over there by karban mincha, mahanya b'machshava. Machshava is effective to make a pasal, meaning if you have a bad machshava, the whole thing is pasal. Hachanami mahanya b'machshava. So too over here. If the Kohen Gadol has the wrong machshava, let's say he thinks he's going to do the avodah on the wrong day when he takes the handfuls of the ketores, that should be effective in making it puzzle. Oh, lo, or no, maybe we say we don't make such a gezerah shava. So the Gemara says, Amar le Rav Simi Barashi, Rav Papa, Rav Simi Barashi says to Rav Papa, Tashma, come in here a proof. Hosef Rabbi Akiva added as follows, Hakometz v'aketores v'halavona v'hagecholim shem naga tvul yom b'miksason pasal es kulam. Rabbi Akiva says, when it comes to the ketores, when it comes to the lavona, when it comes to the gecholim, if someone who's a tvul yom is someone who immersed, but he's not completely tar, he hasn't waited properly for the sun to go down, so there's some tum over there, even though he touches only part of it, the entire thing becomes puzzle. Even though, let's say, by the ketores has a lot of little pieces that are next to each other. It's not all one unit, but you touch part of it, it's considered like one unit, and it's all puzzle. And so the Gemara says, Kasal Kadaitach, right now we think, Mida Pasal Tvul Yom, from the fact that a Tvul Yom can passel these items, including the ketores, Pasla Nami Lina, so too Lina would be a problem, meaning if it stays past its proper time, so then it's also going to get puzzle. Umidalina Pasla, and from the fact that if it stays past the appropriate time, it's puzzle. Pasla Nami Machshava, also having a Machshava of the wrong time or something similar is going to make it puzzle. Rashi over here says, Chisha bechafinas ketores, again you have a wrong machshava when you take the handfuls of the ketores, meaning al menasla k'tir l'machar. Kohen Gadol has in mind that he's going to burn it the next day, meaning on the wrong day. Is that going to passel it? And then Rashi over here says, posel es kulam, you touch a little bit, if the tvul yom touches a little, it passels everything. Shazui me'achas esrei mailas shenemru bechomer bekodesh, this is one of the stringencies. Sha'akli mitzarif kol masha besocho lios ki'ilu naga bekulo, that if these items are in a kli, the kli joins it all together as if it's one unit, so you touch part of it, the entire thing is puzzle. So the Gemara said, Kasal kadaitach mi the puzzle tvul yom, from the fact that tvul yom is a problem, alma kitsha hakli kedushas haguf, so you see that the kli makes it have a kedushas haguf. So therefore, pasla nami lina. Therefore, if it stays overnight, it stays past the proper time, it's also going to be puzzle. The cave the pasla lina, pasla nami machsheves lina. And if lina makes it puzzle, so too even the thought of bringing it at the wrong time makes it puzzle. Kishachishev lahaktir lamachar. If you have in mind to burn it the next day. The Kashali Rashi says he has a difficulty with this Gemara. The Shavke Lamasnisim de Meila, because this is an explicit Mishnah already Meila. The Tanan Ba, the Mishnah says Behedya explicitly. Hakometz v'aktoras uminchas kohanim moalin bohen mishahuk teshu kitshu bekli huchshu li pasel b'tvul yom uv'mechusar kippurim uvalina. It says explicitly once it's in the kli, it's puzzled through tvul yom and through lina. V'hacha dochag leisui b'kasal kadaitach mitvul yom. Here they're taking the din of tvul yom and saying, well, once we know tvul yom, we should also know lina by logic. We should be able to extract. What do you need to extrapolate for? It's a beferish Mishnah, and the Gemara here continues. Boy, Rav Papa asked the following question, and we'll continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Mem Tes Amud Aleph.